Hi crafters, thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode number 273. So we're just going to bring in the card and go through the parameters and look at the products that I used. So here is my card. So first off, the project had to be a ladies card. And so I believe that I've designed this that would be perfect to send to a lady in my life. So I think I've got that one covered. Then the colors had to be candy wrapper colors. Now I am focusing on Jolly Rancher candies, which really don't have a wrapper. I mean, well, maybe the outside. I'm thinking about the individual wrappers, because the individual wrappers are just clear, right? But then you can see the candy through it. But I guess maybe the big package has all the colors of the candies. So I'm thinking about like the strawberry, because that's what this card base is strawberry slush. And I'm thinking the granny apple green, for I love those green apple lifesavers. The green apple Jolly Ranchers are one of my favorites. And I do like the cherries and the strawberry ones. I'm not a big fan of the grape one, and I love the watermelon one, so those colors could be in here as well. So yeah, that is my color palette candy wrappers. And then the element had to be camps, or camping. And so I decided that when I used to go camping, I remember we had lanterns. So I decided I wanted to pull in my Lighting the Way stamp set, because it has inside here this die that's a lantern. So that is the stamp set the bundle that I chose. And I am using a couple of these foliage types in here on my card. As you can see, I have this one right here and then this one. And those were stamped with Granny Apple Green. And then I just used the die that's in that set for my lantern that I love. Now, the way I did that lantern was I really wanted this part right here to have a vellum look. And I found this vellum that has like these little flowers on it. And I just thought that would be so cute. So I went ahead and put some of that vellum in there. And I die cut this 3 times because I wanted it a little thicker. And I had to get creative on how to put that vellum in there. So it's a little thicker, but I love that look. And then let's see. So that is my camping element, because when you go camping, you usually have a lantern. And then the last parameter of random had to be belt or belts. And so there's this fun fold belt and buckle card. And that's what I decided to do. So this here is my belt. And you pop it out like that. Because there's this, if we look on the inside here, you can see there's this slot right there. And that slot I created with this punch. But so that's basically the buckle of the belt, and this is the belt. And then you just basically slide it in and out of that slot there, that belt buckle, and then that's the way you open and close it. So there is my Fun Fold belt card for my parameter. And then I just decorated the inside with some more of that designer paper. And I came across this, I loved the font on this happy birthday. And that came from this Close to My Heart set. I don't know what the name of this was because this just says Art Philosophy here. And maybe that was the name of it. I don't remember, but I loved that font that was in there for that happy birthday. And so that's where I got that sentiment. Then I used my Cheerful Daisies, and I also brought in my Coneflower Celebrations because I liked this sentiment. It says, it's your day. And that is right here on my belt buckle, or my belt, not my buckle. So that's on there. And then as far as the daisies go, I have them right here on the side because I really wanted to dress this up for a lady. And so I did that, and I think that's all the stamp sets I use. I had quite a bit for that. And then the paper that I pulled in, well, I pulled in designer paper from 2 sets. So I'm using this one right here, and this comes from the Florals in Bloom. And then I'm also using this design right here, and that comes from the Mixed Media Florals. So I pulled in 2 packs of designer paper because I really wanted a different color for my belt. So that's why I did that. And then, like I said, I stamped my leaves in the Granny Apple Green, and the sentiments and the daisies in the Strawberry Slush. And I did some 2nd generation stamping here on the flower part, but then for the centers I did 1st generation because I wanted it darker. And I think it just turned out really cute. I love this card. So there we go. And then we just take the belt and pop it into the buckle there. And there we go. There's the card. Okay, so I think I've got all my parameters taken care of. I hope you enjoyed this card and this video. And if you did, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, well, until my next video, have fun crafting, everyone. And remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.